What is up, YouTube? I am back, kinda. I feel like complete dog crap right now, but that's beside the point. Getting over whatever is going on around here. Tell you where I've been. I made a video of my last thing. Of course, that was about my wife's family and her mom passing away, and that was the last thing I posted. So it's been a while since I've posted anything. I'm gonna try to post more frequently. This will be video number 1. Probably not edited. I'm just gonna go straight through it and tell you what's been going on. And then, so I've lost some size. When I was coming off my peak from post-show, which is gonna be, I'm gonna put a picture right here. I was probably around 190. And that was going good. But currently right now I'm just I've been not consistent in the gym, first of all, not consistent with eating, second of all. So there's 2 factors going against me right now. So right now I'm going to be currently trying to do an off season or growth phase right now, and at least in the next couple weeks. So I'm just gonna get this video out here to start, and then I'm gonna go over probably a video next week. This is kind of going over an overview, and I'll go over a bit more during the next couple weeks. But so of course, being sick, everything going on, taking care of family, of course. I had some other things I was trying to do, and one of them didn't work out, of course. So we are still, trying to make this kind of work too as well with YouTube and everything. So, it's been a hot mess right now. I currently weigh like 175. So I'm like 15 pounds down from my post show, which really surprisingly isn't, as bad. But of course, coming off everything, and I got my blood work done again. So I know where I'm setting at, like, baseline at this point. And I won't go over that. But my blood work looks okay. It's not too bad. Of course, my test and free test are low. And there weren't really other really red markers anyway. I posted it on my Instagram. You can go look it up there at Insane Gains Fitness, right there. And I kind of go over a little bit of what my markers were and things like that, but not too much. Because I really don't want to. I could go in depth, but I'm just being more transparent on anything. And I will go in more depth probably during videos and things like that. I plan on getting blood work done again in about 3 or 4 months. But right now, I want to start with this growth phase. Probably get blood work done in 3 months. This is going to be a 16-week growth phase. So the first 4 weeks right now, we're going to focus on probably getting my digestion back into a good form. I realize I haven't been as hungry recently, and I'm not digesting food as well. So we're gonna slowly ramp up calories throughout, and I kind of just want to go over that right now. So my caloric intake right now will probably be around 2,800 a day, maybe 2,400 on non-training days, unless it's at my work. And then because of my work, I do walk a lot. So I may end up being that 28, 29 at my work. So on those days, on those days at my work, I typically walk anywhere from 15 to 30,000 steps in a day. So I'm just kind of overviewing everything at this point. So consider this the overview. So so there's that. And so I will keep my calories in check. I just kind of want to get more consistent with eating again. More bodybuilding-esque style of dieting. Kind of like I'm prepping for a show, but I'm actually just prepping for, mass gain right now. So that's how I'm going to look at that right now. I'm going to try to get into the mind of a prep for a show, but trying to prep myself for a growth phase. So there's that. I'm gonna go going through that, and then what I really am gonna try to do is ease my digestion into more food, so I can grow. my goal with this 16-week phase is to probably push myself to around 196, 197. We'll see where I set at. 195 would be okay too. I'm not gonna complain. And then after the 16 weeks, I'll probably take a 4-week mini cut or maintenance kind of phase where I'm probably just scaling back my calories, like 100 calories a week. That way I can really bring myself into a good phase of just like for like gut health and digestion and things like that. Because if I'm going to be start pushing food, that's when your gut health starts to fade and things like that. So I will be taking supplements to keep my gut health in check though, and make sure that I am optimizing everything I can, because gut health is a very big importance for nutrient partitioning and things like that. And I may go in through like a little bit of like the science of certain supplements I'll be using for gut health and everything like that. But I want to be able to utilize everything I eat and take in, and every supplement I use, every food calorie I eat. I want it to be optimized for myself and make sure I am feeling great and make sure my training is great and everything like that. So like I said, we are going to start out probably around 2,800 calories a day, and then like 25 on non-training days depending on my work. Now, I said that being said, I do take a lot of steps at my work, so I may end up upping those calories here and there. That way I can offset some of the expenditure calories I do at my job. Now, that being said, like I said, I want to optimize my gut health. I want to make sure I'm digesting my food properly. I want to make sure I'm not having any kind of gastrointestinal issues, things like that. So I would say I'd get a food allergy test done, and but I really just think I don't have any allergies to food. I think it's just I need to be aware of the foods I'm eating and what's digesting properly in my stomach and what's not. So, of course, most of the time chicken digests very well, but I think sometimes for me, when I get to certain ounces of it, I've noticed for myself, anything past like 6 ounces, and then I start having some really bad gassy issues, things like that. So, most of my protein sources won't probably go over 6 ounces a meal, depending. And then I will go over like what my macros are too as well in another video. But then, like I said, this is just overview. Training is going to be kind of a mixture of like I'm combining like 3 things into 3 things. It's going to be a push-pull legs program, but it's going to be kind of geared towards like a ABC workout, but A1, like it'd be like A1, A2, A3, and then B1, B2, B3, and then C1, C2, C3. So it's going to be 3 different workouts for each body part. That way I can optimize growth in those 2. I really want to focus on, especially there's some focuses that I really want to get done with my training. The focuses are going to be, we're looking at, I need my triceps bigger, so with tricep growth. I'm looking at probably a little bit more in the upper shelf and the chest too as well. So triceps, upper chest, and then I also want to get more lower lats in too as well. And then of course legs. Legs in general are a struggle for me to grow, so I'm looking at trying to optimize them and like hitting them 3 times basically within like a 10-day period or something like that. So it's kind of like how it's set up. I'm like I'm going to be like doing push-pull legs, so A1, A2, A1, B1, C1, and be like a rest, then back to A2, B2, and C2. So like, things like that. So it's how the program is going to be set up. But the thing is I'm lowering training. I guess you could say that it's still going to be like I'm lowering the training volume for the days, but the volume is being split through 3 workouts. So That way I'm still hitting enough volume for hypertrophy growth, but not as much volume throughout a day to where I can't like come out of the gym. Now certain days will be different than others. Certain days I plan on adding every 4 weeks. I plan on adding like a Widowmaker set on some of my exercises with like legs, especially with quads, so I don't have to. So those will be like the high intensity, like very hypertrophy days where I'm pushing myself pretty hard. But each workout is like anywhere from 4 to 5 exercises a workout, but with like maybe like 2 warm-up sets per workout with like 2 to 3 working sets per workout. But we're focusing on intensity, time under tension, and things like that. So that's the training overview. I'll probably list what my workouts are going to be throughout a week, and then if like and how to optimize, like if there is something taken, you can always put a different workout for that or a different exercise for that. So hopefully we'll get some of that recorded, especially with the workouts. I really want to get the workouts recorded. And the way you guys want to follow along, you guys can follow along too as well. Like I said, I'm sorry I sound very kind of congested. I actually sound better than I did like 2 or 3 days ago, but I still feel a little bit more. So, but not to get off subject. That's kind of the basic overview of what's going on. And like I said, I just haven't been consistent, and I'm trying to work on getting that consistency back in and really focusing on stepping up on stage probably next year, at the end of next year. That'd be my goal, is the end of next year to step up on stage probably by like November or December. Right now I do need to put on some more size. I need to put on some more muscle, of course. So we do have a lot of work to do, but with that work, we've got to be consistent and we've got to put in the time. And so that's what I'm looking at, and I need to do it. So, like I said, I've lost some size. I don't look the same like I did, a few weeks like I showed during some of my workouts. So, that's okay. I've had different priorities and different things to focus on. But right now I want to get back into a focus of my bodybuilding stuff and get back into competing by next year. My goal was to compete I wanted to compete in June or July of next year, but that's not going to happen. I need a bit of a longer off season. Also, to preface, I don't have a coach anymore, especially with the weight cap upping in Classic. So, 7 pounds. I was only like, I think I was like 7 pounds under weight cap stepping up on stage. Now I'm like 14. So, 14 pounds was big, is a big difference, which means I have a lot of room to grow, which I'm really hoping I could put a lot of that size in my legs. I am 30, so I'm kind of like older in this whole competing thing, but that doesn't mean I can't put on the size in the legs. I can do it, but it's just gonna take a little bit more work than I want than some of the younger kids, But to be honest, though, for 30, I feel like I don't look 30, but who knows? I probably do. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want, I'm not going to be shameless plug over here, but if you guys want to help out the channel and help me grow, and then save yourself some money on supplements. It's kind of a very odd plug, but oh well. You can go to axonsledge.com. I'll put that right over here. Use code Vinny10. I'll put that right there. The new stem-free hydraulic is coming out. Hydraulic version 2 has a lot more stuff in it. I will actually go over that in another video, but you can go look at it for yourself. More pumps, that's for sure. Especially if you're like me, I love my pump products. I love stems, but I take enough stems throughout the day. Like right now, I'm drinking a goat fuel. So I drink enough stems throughout the day. I don't like to take stems. I don't like to be too stemmed out during my workouts. So I cap myself out around 500 milligrams of caffeine a day. So I know 400 is technically like the typical safe dose of caffeine per day, but I personally, I think 500 is fine. I feel fine on it, and I feel like I get enough throughout my day and everything like that. So anyways, guys, like I said, go to AccessSlides.com, use code Vinny10, save yourself a little bit of money to get you some good subs. Also, if you don't want to hurt the pocket, they always do. They have a payment they have like the payment option through Sezzle. Always nice to do that, because I mean that helps out, especially if you're a broke person, like me, and you like supplements, but you don't want to pay like $200 out of pocket at the time. So you just pay like $50 every 2 weeks. That's how I do it. So is what it is. So, but anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. This video is a little bit long. It's kind of going on forever. So have a good day, and remember to train and save.